And joining me now out from Albuquerque, New Mexico, the crochet boss himself, Maurice Green. Maurice, welcome. Clearly, I'm a fan of crochet. I have on one of my favorite lines, Love Shack Fancy. I just love the texture and the way it feels. I am emotionally, though, attached to your name, the crochet boss. Who gave you that name? Did you come up with that yourself?
I came up with my own name. Kind of what happened is, I used to go by the pirate, and I was crocheting this whole time. And my heart's like doing fashion and making clothes, and I wanted to kind of combine both of them. And these days, you have to stand out. Everybody can do what I do, but how do you set yourself apart? And it's bringing the two things that I love into one. That's when the crochet boss was born.
I
Kinda.
have to tell you, I'm looking at you, and all I can see are your huge hands. And I'm like, how does someone with hands that big move and manipulate this delicate fabric the way that you do? Who taught you this?
Actually, no. A girl taught me how to knit when I worked at when I was working corporate America. She brought me to Joann's. I learned how to knit with knitting needles, and my fiance told me to get on YouTube and learn how to crochet. And 30 minutes later, I made a hat, and here we are,
You
15
made your
years
first
later.
hat 30 minutes after starting this whole process and learning it?
Well, I learned how to knit first, but
Okay.
once I learned how to crochet, I was already kind of in the crafty art. But once I learned how to crochet, it took me about 30 minutes. It looked terrible. Like it wasn't beautiful by any
Well, I
means.
don't think anyone
But
would tell you. They would have been too afraid to tell you. I mean, a lot of this journey, though, ties into the sport which you participate in. As it is one of the most brutal things that anyone can do, I'll be honest with you. But here you are, this fighter, or at least going into this world of fighting, and you found that this was a way to release some of the nerves when you first started out?
so at first I'd bring it with me. So I mean, you sit there fight week, you're there for a week. So you need to fill that time. I don't really play a lot of video games. And if I do, it's with my kids. So this is what I do. Usually we're watching one of the kids' movies or something, and this keeps my hands busy.
Okay, so you have a fight. Let me just visualize this. You're getting ready, you're in the gym, you're practicing your kicks and just again these lethal things to take someone down. And then when you're done with your training, you then say, "I know what I can do. I'll crochet."
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What's
And
the
sometimes I'll crochet into the wee hours of the morning. I'll be
really?
crocheting until 2 a.m. Sometimes.
I know you're crocheting now. I have some balls of yarn here with me.
Oh,
I know I'm risky here. I've never done this before. And you're
all right.
going to, throughout the hour, help us out. My executive producer, Candy Carter, has been working
Uh,
on it's something. I don't know what it is, but she's been
it is a
working.
blanket.
Is
It's
that what?
beautiful.
I have watched her in meetings, square by square, build this with her own hands. And I'm quite envious. We have, I think, about
All right.
13 members of the audience right now, all crocheters as well. And you're going to
Okay.
start with me, and you're going to help me do this. So what do I do? I've got my two little
All
things.
right. I want you to put your left hand up, and I want you to hold the yarn like this.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I want you to open your left hand. I want you to sit the yarn underneath your pinky like that, real quick.
Okay.
Now you're gonna let it drape over your front finger, like
Drape
this. See
over
that?
I got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good. That's how you're gonna hold the yarn. And I want you to make a slip knot. You know how to make a slip knot?
No.
All right. I'll help you.
Okay.
Look. So wrap the yarn around your finger,
Uh-huh.
so it crosses. Take the yarn off your finger once.
Oh, boy.
You're gonna put it
Okay.
on that other one there. You're
Okay.
gonna pull it
Maurice is
down.
going to stick around for the hour because it's probably going to take me an hour to make any of this. He's also going to show us the beanies and headbands that he's making that have become so popular. So, Maurice, you have inspired me to at least get this far.